What's good, everybody? You rocking with your boy Czarr, all rights reserved. I have a list of videos I like to go down and let me say, along with the increase of viewers and subscribers. Subscribe to the channel, shout to notification gang. I'm not going to do this like normal people do. As you see, when they increase in viewership, their content increases not. I'm not planning to be that type of subscriber. The more interaction, more commenters, the more growth we have, the more videos I'll begin to put up. I know a lot of times viewers say that they're going to do stuff, but one thing I can assure is even when I get self-dependent on this YouTube, I'm going to be increasing in size and increasing in comments, but I plan to interact with everyone to an extent of replying more and doing different things as I'm able to have more time on my hands to do so. I see Mr. Talaferio, a well-known YouTuber, that said he's stepping back off of media because one, he wants to take his brand somewhere else, and also that he says that, you know, in direction he wants to do more positive things. I believe my YouTube started out that way, so I don't need to adjust anything in that manner. More so than the more growth, the larger our family is going to get, the more contact with me I'll make sure people and subscribers have, and I'll reply more readily because I'll have the time and the focus to do so. That's what my goal is overall, is to be able to spend day in, day out replying to you guys, keeping up with you, and producing the content and answers to the questions you may have, in my viewpoint, of course. I know as time goes on, a lot of stuff gets questionable, and I'll have that time to not only answer your questions, but give you my opinion on certain things that you may want to know about. Now, today's presentation is going to start off this way. I would like to address Cleo, who would be his mother, in a certain way. And again, you know, even as I'm getting set up, I let you guys see I eventually plan to have a channel and a spot where you're able to consistently see the things I'm doing. I worked this from the bottom up when I had 0 subscribers, so I'm a operate it as such. It's going to be in the way that I believe, a way that I support. But overall, my message to her is about Lil Pump and Smoke Perp. I seen her on stage, and she was throwing up the X for Tentacion. Now, why is this important? Well, it's not that that instance is important, but more so a discussion on keeping his legacy alive. See, I don't mind that you get on stage to do so, but I don't understand why you're getting on stage with other artists that honestly didn't carry the same, let's say, effect he did to his viewers. So he was basically, in a sense, a transcendent type of artist. He brought artistry that was unheard of to the game. So essentially, he built his platform much stronger and his stance much more effective than we've seen from many artists. And that's why I say I don't think she should be getting up on stage with these other guys who, in a sense, don't have the same effect with their audience as he did. Now, she wasn't partying and dancing around the stage, but she still was in contact and brought her presence there to represent him with artists he may have been working with, but he would have been the star of the show. And that's part of what I'm saying. Not that Lil Pump and Smoke Perp aren't blowing up, or not that they're not effective, but they're not X. And my message to her is, if you truly want to keep it alive, it would be doing what your son was trying to do before he was taken out this world, which was charity events in his name. Just overall accomplishing things for the younger generation he was aiming to accomplish. Now, I understand, you know, she wants to have notoriety, and my thing was, his music was playing on stage with these guys. So regardless of what you thought you were doing, was it necessary to interact with these artists to do what you were trying to do? That's part of what I'm saying. There's many different ways you could have went about this. And in the future, I would like to see you go about it. Again, he was not interacting with these artists as normally as I see you interacting with other people. And it's called in honor of X, but they're playing his music. To be real, I would like to see you get up on that stage without anyone else with his music playing, maybe you singing his lyrics. I think that would be far more effective than linking up with these other artists who have a name for themselves and they're kind of gaining a buzz off of supporting Tentacion. Now, this is not something that's in question. This is a known. I mean, we can see how this is boosting their careers. But that's just my point. Like, you can't, what I'm saying is you can't let the legacy require support. There's many different aspects to what he really meant. And again, as I said earlier on Twitter, I am going to rock out with you guys. And once I begin to grow, I'm not only going to release way more work. Today, I'm trying to see how much I can actually do. It's a test day because I have about 4 or 5 more subjects that I want to address. All different, all special, and all, you know, with a meaning and a purpose. See, this channel is going to interact with commenters. That's a lot of things. Not only do I show my face, but I interact with commenters very, very easily and very readily. I don't hold back. Neither do I ignore their questions when they ask. So I don't think there's many YouTubers doing that. Shout to Kit Kat, who acknowledged me for that. And that's part of what I built this platform from the bottom to do. You have daily lives you go through. And what I'm saying is, if I can work through 5 or 6 subjects a day, I do it to make sure that each one's unique and it causes you to think in an integrated way, away from the norm that lots of people boost up. And that's what my purpose is. That's kind of what my aim is. So today we're going to see how much we can do. Yes, I have things to do because I just got off work and I'm getting stuff together. But at the same time, I got to make sure that we cover bases so that you're satisfied with what I'm putting out. Not only that, the more comments and the more subscribers, so subscribe to the channel, the more I'll interact with a lot of you. And I mean in an intricate way, not just in a basis of putting out what I'm putting out and interacting. I mean literally me interacting with you like a lot of people don't do when they grow. They'll get millions and millions, and that's my thing. You see that they'll get millions of subscribers, but they fall back from interacting with these people because they got stuff going on. That will not be the case here. If I get 1 million, I'm trying to interact with 1 million people. I want 1 million comments. That's the difference. And that's what a lot of people aren't going to give you. And that's the ability I have. Even if I was averaging 3 to 4 a day, I have that ability. I have that much material. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. They look for news to make material, but my material is made off of news. But in the same time, I make it in a way where I'll never run out of material to deal with guys and to interact with commenters, and even adding subjects you guys speak on to what I already have written down in research. So it's all a method to the madness. You know, that's something that I learned from my dealings and watching the Star Chamber, Star Report, and how it transformed to many different platforms. That same ideology I plan to bring to my method and to contribute to you thought-provoking content that you can always interact with, that will always keep you satisfied. And if you tell me basically that it's helping you to get through the day, that's amazing. That's great. That's what I want it to do. But it's only going to get better and better. You see, a lot of YouTubers, they'll start to interact with people and they'll begin talking about things, and then they'll run out of material like, oh. But in my opinion, the type of subjects I have to cover with you guys is going to last decades. I mean, honestly, I can't stop thinking about content. It's so much I'm like, when I'm putting up a 12-minute video, 10-minute video, I can't even say enough in it. It goes so fast. So that's why I'm planning. Once I get to a point, my goal is to be able to do at least 3 to 5 videos a day and interact with you guys, and even bring in bonus videos as stuff comes up, where I give you bonus content for you to get through the day and not only enjoy hearing someone talk about something thought-provoking, but to whatever subjects and questions you relinquish. So I may get to a point where I'm doing 8 videos a day, but my whole thing is each one's going to have some type of power and impact behind it. Impact, a term that I definitely learned from the man mindset off of my viewpoints on stuff I was saying that had to do with women. But all of these things connect and help to build a centralized theme that I know I can readily deliver with a basis of understanding imprinted behind it. That's the difference. A lot of YouTubers wait for something to happen, but I'm not waiting around for anything to happen. We're going to analyze each situation from many different perspectives, and I'm going to deliver it in a way that it's going to work its way back to you, that it's going to help you to see in a very versatile way, because I know a lot of people want to hear these type of things on YouTube. They're tired of hearing about media just popping up, about superstars, just things just popping up. We're going to discuss things, and my next series is going to be hype. I mean, I may even give you a swift taste of it today. I'm still contemplating that, because again, I have about 4 or 5 more subjects dealing with Tentacion that I really want to get in depth with. I may break into one of those videos and save one for tomorrow and just go into recent events that I've seen, and we're going to discuss it. So let me know in the comments below what you think. You know how I rock. More to come. All rights reserved.